Hi team, as promised I thought I'd start to pull together some really short but focused exercises that we can be doing. Not going to make them too long so that they're easy to do, and the idea probably is for you to practice the same things over and over again and get used to them. But I thought I might post a couple today and then maybe one every few days after that, just to give you something to do instead of sitting at your desks or at your table at home all the time, so get you up and get you moving. The first one, which I've covered off with you guys before, is breath work, and I think this is really pertinent now because we know that the coronavirus really affects the lungs and the breathing. So it's really important that you exercise your lungs, that they're healthy, that you are able to inflate them properly and also deflate them, so get that air moving in and moving out, which helps with all sorts of other things, blood circulation in the body and everything like that. So the breath in is called the sit breath, and the breath out is like a s. You don't need to make a lot of noise when you're doing the breathing. I'll make some noise so you get a sense of the length of the breath in and the breath out, but when you're doing it yourself, it doesn't need to be a noisy exercise. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. So to start with, I want you to put your hands around your rib cage and try and get your fingers in between the ribs into that cartilage area, and we're going to use the sip breath in. So it's not a big breath in, you don't want to make yourself dizzy, it's just a gentle breath in. You purse the lips like you're sucking in through a straw. So here we go, breath in, hold and squeeze. And squeeze, I mean activate all the muscles that you can in your body. That's your triceps, your glutes, your thighs. And then breath out. The breath out, it's like a smile. You want to control that breath out too. It's not a dump. It's got to be a controlled breath out. So again, sit breath in, squeeze, hold, and breath out. Careful your shoulders don't lift when you're breathing in. You want the diaphragm to be moving in and out. Breathe in, squeeze, hold, breath out. And again, breathe in, squeeze, hold, breath out. And breathe in, squeeze, hold, breathe out. Maybe do it in front of a mirror just to check your shoulders aren't lifting. Breathe in, squeeze, hold, breathe out. Just a couple of things to keep handy when we're doing these classes. Maybe a pillow, pop it between the legs, and when I say squeeze, I want you to squeeze that pillow. Breathe in, squeeze, hold, breathe out. Go sideways, breathe in, squeeze, activate the glutes, and breathe out. And again, breathe in, squeeze, breathe out. With the last two, I want you to, when I say breathe out, I want you to try and increase the length here. So not lifting the shoulders, but try and lift up through that rib cage. Just breathe in, squeeze and hold, and breathe out, lift that rib cage. Breathe in, squeeze and hold, breathe out. What you're trying to do with your posture is put the curve in the lower back. Sit the shoulders back. Don't pop the rib cage out the front though, so have that still tucked in. But have that curve in the lower back. Take the weight back into your feet, and we'll focus a little bit more on posture as I do these classes. Making sure that you're understanding where you need to be with your physical body. So it's weight back. Lift the back of the head up slightly. You want to be sitting those shoulders back. And imagine that if I came and put my finger in the centre of your back, that's where you're drawing your shoulders towards. So drawing those shoulder blades back and down. Feels really unusual if you're not used to standing this way, but it's how our body is engineered to stand or to be. So trying to look for that alignment, so that if we ran a line down, our ear would be in line with our shoulder would be in line all the way down to our ankles. Okay, the other one I thought that we might do today is a good one for just correcting those shoulders. They have a tendency to come forward, especially when we're working computers, sitting all the time. So this is just a nice easy one. Take my socks off. Not sure if you can see my feet anyway, I'll step back a little bit, but we want to be standing nice and straight to start with. Our feet are about hip width distance apart, and we're going to drop our hands down by our sides, thumbs facing forward. When I say sit breath in, I want you to breathe in, bend through the knees and take the arms behind the back, and then squeeze and hold, and then release. You push through those legs and stand up nice and straight. So we'll try that one. Ready? Sit breath in. Squeeze those shoulder blades together and release. And again, sit breath in. Squeeze and release. And again, sit breath in. Squeeze and release. And sit breath in. Squeeze and release. Last two, sit breath in. Squeeze and release. Last one, sit breath in. Squeeze and release. Just take a walk. You might notice your shoulders feel like they're sitting back. Just walk that out. Nice slow breath in and out. So our last exercise for this session, standing with your feet hip width distance apart, take the weight back in, lift the left arm up, bring the right arm so it's placed around about where your elbow is. You want to take this arm so it's sitting just behind the head if you can. Sit those shoulders back and down, really important, keep the chin up. We're going to sit breath in, and as we do we're going to move to the side. Be careful though that you don't twist, that shoulder doesn't drop back. And it's not about dropping all the way down, it's about lifting up. So your fingers are pointing towards the ceiling. So sit breath in. And we're going to squeeze, and I'm trying to take this arm away and I'm holding onto it and pulling it in place. So we're squeezing and holding. And then when we release, we go deeper. And when I mean deeper, I mean I'm lifting. Big stretch down this side of the body. So coming back to neutral, sit breath in over. Squeeze, engage these triceps. Squeeze, and then release. Keeping that length through the midsection. One more, sit breath in. So you're lifting out of that side, squeeze and hold, and then release. Coming back up, and we're going to do 4 on the other side. So thumbs facing backwards, sit breath in, resist, and release. And again, sit breath in, resist, and release. Coming back up, sit breath in, resist, and release. Last one, sit breath in, resist, and release. And standing up, drop those arms down. And again, go for a little walk, be mindful, bring those shoulders back, take the back of the head up. Couple of good breaths in, good breaths out. So I'm going to do some floor exercises. Also going to do some work against a wall, but I'll mix it up for you guys, make it a little bit interesting, but keep it in short and sharp and achievable.